This is music, and this video is full of G-force. Except it isn't, and you'll see why in a minute. Welcome to another Alphabet Challenge video. This time it's G time. If you don't know the Alphabet Challenge, it's a challenge issued to the entire vinyl community by Jacob from Jacob's Music Channel, KRI. Every week he gives us a letter, and what we have to do then is show a couple of albums or EPs or whatever, records, CDs, cassettes, whatever, by artists whose names begin with that letter. And now it is time for G. If you don't know Jacob's Music Channel, KRI, it's a vinyl community channel, and he shows everything from death metal to pop music, so it's a spice of life channel. He is a big supporter of women in rock and metal and hard rock and in music in general too, so do check out his channel, do subscribe to it, do support his channel. Let's have a look at the G albums I picked from my collection. Up first, Gammacide, Victims of Science, a thrash metal gem, and a grail to many people. I was fortunate enough to find this one and buy it at a really fair price. This is an OG, but I do believe that there are some reissues out there as well, at least one. This is definitely worth checking out if you like your thrash metal. It's great stuff. Up next we have After the War by Gary Moore. I know Moore begins with M, but Gary begins with G, and I sort my vinyl collection, also my CD collection, and my cassettes too, everything. I sort that by first name. Is that wrong? Not to me, it works for me. Why didn't I just pick the G-force album he did? Well, I don't have it yet. So I picked this one. After the War represents his 80s style, which was more hard rock, AOR, heavy metal, and I think he even ended up disowning it himself, and a lot of Gary Moore fans nowadays don't really like this stuff, but I think his 80s stuff is great. And this is a great album with some fantastic songs on it, I think. And you have lots of cool AOR, lots of cool heavy metal, lots of cool hard rock, and it might be my favorite Gary Moore album. So there you go. If you like punk music, we got you covered. Gastunk, Under the Sun, and Gastunk, Dead Song. It's a Japanese band. They mix metal and punk music, so you have some heavy metal, you have some thrash, you have some hard rock even, and you have lots of punk rock as well. I really enjoy listening to these. They're very interesting. If you like your crossover thrash or your punk rock, you know, these guys are worth checking out. This one has the OB. This one doesn't. I don't even know if it came with an OB, but I think it did. In any case, good stuff. Up next, Genesis, Invisible Touch. I know, how dare I not show a Peter Gabriel fronted album. Well, I like the Peter Gabriel fronted prog rock era a lot. I like the Phil Collins fronted prog rock era a lot too. I like the Phil Collins pop rock era a lot too. And I even like Calling All Stations with Ray Wilson. But I picked this one because this was when I was introduced to Genesis in the 80s. And I do think this is a great pop rock album, no matter what you say. And there are actually some deep cuts on here that are more quasi-proggy, actually. So I think this is a great album. I think there's one song or maybe two songs I don't care that much for. The rest is great. Too bad. Up next, we have this one here. Glory Bells Band, Dressed in Black. Straight up heavy metal, hard rock, 80s style. Some people love it, some people say it's garbage, and a lot of people say it's meh. I say it's pretty good. I enjoy listening to it. So yeah, if you like your 80s metal, these guys are worth checking out. Up next, God BC, Eargasms in Eden. I think we can justifiably consider this to be some kind of thrash metal. They obviously have a bit more of an arty approach to the genre, but it's interesting stuff. I enjoy listening to it. Worth checking out if you're a thrash metal fan. Then you can make up your own mind, of course. Now, classic and a milestone in rock music history. Of course, Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. This is an OG with the original band rapey cover, which turns out, it appears, to be an anti-rape cover, but people couldn't figure that out, so it got banned. This is a fantastic album, one of my favorite albums. It's raw, filthy, dirty, hard rock, metal, whatever you want to call it. And I actually don't like Axl Rose's vocals that much, but the music itself and the instrumentalists do such a great job on here that still one of my favorite albums of all time. Up next, this is awesome. Gringos Locos. This is southern rock, super groovy, southern hard rock actually, super groovy, really upbeat, high energy songs. If you like your hard rock, this one is worth checking out. When I bought it, these were like a dime a dozen, super cheap. I don't know if it's still the case, but if it is still the case and you like your hard rock, it's worth picking up. So there you go. Up next, we have this one here. Guitar Pete's Axe Attack. Guitar Pete. Guitar begins with G. This is Nightmare. Looks super evil. And a lot of people characterize this or classify it, I guess, as thrash metal or speed metal. I don't hear that, to be honest. Maybe a little bit, but to me, it's a straight up heavy metal album. And it's pretty good. I enjoy listening to it for sure. So I wanted to feature it in this video. Now, some, I guess almost literally OG, some rap music, early rap music. I know there's not much to look at here, but we're actually talking Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, New York, New York. One of my favorite rap songs, and I would listen to this one a lot when I was a kid. And I also have a bit more interesting to look at here, but this is actually also Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, The Message. Another one of my favorite rap songs. And this one here actually inspired Genesis's Mama, or at least parts of it. That kind of evil laugh, that was inspired by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, according to an interview with Phil Collins. So there you go, a bunch of G's. Do check out Jacob's Music channel, KRI. It's great stuff. Thanks for watching.